Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, government vows not to restructure treasury bills despite growing concerns of rising interest costs and amount borrowed from the market. Also coming up, Ghana Revenue Authority takes tax enforcement exercise to operators in the night market economy. Also, on the Joy Business Journal, we'll tell you how a Joy Business story helped Abam, a yogurt seller, aiming to become a geophysicist to secure a scholarship from Ghana Gas. Details coming up. My name is Darryl Kwao. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for being with us. And hello to our friends listening from Koforidua on KTU Radio. Government has assured that it will not take any action in the future to restructure treasury bills. There are growing concerns that the Finance Ministry may soon move to restructure these bills as interest and amount borrowed have hit the roof. Now, speaking on PM Express Business Edition, Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, Dr. Amin Adam, said there was no cause for alarm.
I know why people are worried. I mean, it's simple as that. They think that we're going to do another DDEP on the T-bills. Yeah. But I want to use this opportunity to assure everybody that we are not doing that. We are not going to do that.
There's an assurance from the ministry and government.
We are not going to do that.
Is that the avenue that government is turning to finance this whole papers that are maturing?
We are also collecting tax revenue. We're getting grants, and at the same time, we are pursuing very serious expenditure and commitment controls so that we can reduce our financing needs. But at the same time, we are generating the revenue to meet our obligations, And so, for example, the payments we made on 22nd largely came from revenue mobilized through taxes. And so that cannot be true.
Minister of State at the Finance Ministry, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, and there's a repeat of that conversation this morning at 11 on the Joy News channel. Now, finance lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Elikblimi Komla Agboyo, has entreated government to ensure that it honors payment obligations for the old domestic debt exchange bonds to boost confidence among local investors. His comments come after government disbursed 2.4 billion cedis on Tuesday to settle coupons on the new domestic debt exchange bond papers. Reacting to the development, Professor Agboyo advised government to build trust with investors by paying coupons and principals when due.
It is in the right direction. It provides reassurance for investors. And given what has taken place, it's important that the government rebuilds trust. So the press release is in the right direction. And trust will be rebuilt and enhanced as the government continues to pay. So this is the first coupon that they have to pay. If they pay subsequent ones, it will improve confidence in the market. They should provide similar assurances to holders of the old bonds. Okay, I heard Dr. Edwanani entry recently calling for that. I haven't seen a press statement or release to that effect. So I think they should provide similar assurances to holders of the old bonds as well.
Finance lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Elikblimi Komla Agboyo. The Ghana Revenue Authority has taken its enforcement exercise to operators in the night economy. This is another strategy by the authority to get all businesses to comply with tax obligations to increase revenue for the state. Here's more in this report.
The exercise is part of the ongoing operations by the Ghana Revenue Authority to ensure all businesses obey the tax laws of the country. According to Assistant Commissioner in charge of enforcement at Accra Central, Joseph Annan, companies must make the move to register and pay their VAT before the GRA embark on an operation to apprehend them.
If they were supposed to have registered 3 years ago and they failed to do so, then once we register them, we are going back to when they were supposed to have registered, and then we'll assess them from that time to date.
Mr. Anand disclosed to journalists that the authority has begun a strategy to go after businesses in the night economy. He believes it's a thriving sector that must be checked well.
VAT is suffering. Obviously, it's to be expected that they will not be treating the other tax types right. But for the night market economy, what our officers are doing is to do full compliance. So when they go in there, they'll check PAYE, they'll check CIT, they'll check VAT, all other taxes that are applicable to a particular taxpayer.
All tax defaulters will be prosecuted and made to face the law accordingly.
Next, Standard Chartered Bank Ghana PLC has reiterated its commitment to supporting women-owned businesses. The bank, through its Women in Tech program, is championing economic inclusion for female businesses. Speaking at a graduation ceremony of 20 women in its Women in Technology Incubator program, Head of Consumer Private and Business Banking, Yvonne Jebi, said the bank will continue to invest in female entrepreneurs.
As Standard Chartered, we hold steadfast to our commitment to championing the economic empowerment of women. As a bank, we are very passionate about our communities, and we will continue to create opportunities that will help the youth have a brighter future. We firmly believe that advancement of gender diversity in tech is not essential for social progress, but also for driving innovation and shaping the future. The Women in Tech program is an embodiment of this commitment.
Head of Consumer Private and Business Banking at Standard Chartered Bank PLC, Yvonne Jebi. Now, the current economic downturn presents opportunities for fintech companies to innovate. That's a session of Chief Executive of eTransact Ghana Limited, John Appiah. Although the financial sector has taken a hit from the economic challenges, Mr. Appiah believes fintechs can diversify products to be able to increase financial inclusion and customer experience. He spoke to Joy Business.
The whole idea of fintech, where we are, is that we're all about providing solutions. And so despite the economic downturn, despite what is happening around the world, we see that as opportunities to actually innovate. And in times where the economy is very tough, you find that innovation is key. How do you diversify your products to be able to increase financial inclusion and be able to make the customer happy? So an increase and a focus on customer experience, diversification of your products. Maybe you start going more into loans and insurance, and seeing how you can partner other institutions to increase customer experience and bring more products to bear.
Chief Executive of eTransact Ghana Limited, John Appiah. Now, a few months ago, Joy Business told you the story of Abam, a yogurt seller and a level 200 student of the University of Ghana who was aspiring to become a geophysicist but feared his hopes would be dashed because of financial challenges. But Abam's story has changed. He's earned a scholarship from Ghana Gas following Joy Business's story. James Ashen follows up on today's edition of the Business Journal.
Abam was on the verge of dropping out of school a few weeks ago due to lack of support. The hopes of the young man of becoming a geophysicist was nearly dashed.
That one I would say is not easy, and in fact I can't learn with empty stomach. So I have to, find something. And as I'm schooling too, I can't say because of the challenges I will stop. Yes, so I have to work small to support myself. That is on Saturdays, but for the Sundays, not all that regular. Getting an accommodation at Legon campus is not easy, and the fees too is not easy. Last year I paid 2,106, and this year I paid 70% rather. Being a non-resident, I will first of all talk about the TNT. That one is not easy. Like from Adenta to Legon, in and out is 10 cities. So even that 10 cities, calculated in a month.
The goal of becoming a geophysicist has now received a massive boost. He believes this could go a long way to support his education.
After this story, I have received a lot of feedbacks, some from friends and from our supporting company, that's Ghana Gas. Yeah, my friends helped me a lot. Some encouraged me, some too contributed something to help me and others. It was just a day, then I had a call and I picked it, and the voice turned out to be a call from Ghana Gas. Yeah, so he just asked me details of my parents and I provided. And he took my contact and asked me to register a bank account. They supported me with a pretty amount, yes.
Despite having a difficult upbringing in a very low-income family, Abam has defied all odds to succeed.
Even though I have gotten the support, I shouldn't say because I have gotten that I will also, cost them a lot. In fact, I have to consider certain things. Yeah, so for the hall, I'm basically looking for one of the local halls. Yeah, that one is quite affordable, and I think it will also help. Now I'm no more selling the yogurt again, and academics is also, good. Oh yes, of course, I have seen a great improvement, and I think